If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Polo G is out here really frustrated. He's went on somewhat of a rant on his Twitter and on his Instagram as well, and today we're going to talk about what's been going on, also what's up with new music dropping, because he said he was going to turn up this summer. So far, we've only gotten that Distraction single from his upcoming project with Southside, that collaborative project that is supposedly called Northside, but we didn't ever get any news on this or any new information, which is also connected to what we're going to talk about, concerning the relationship with his label, which is Columbia, obviously, and also how he's going to maneuver his career moving forward. So let's jump straight into this. So let's start with a couple of thoughts from Polo himself that he expressed about a week ago on Twitter. And in these, he's showing obvious frustration. So let's see what he said. He said, "Music-wise, I was supposed to be turned this year, especially this summer. I feel like I let my fans down being inconsistent. This stuff be so weak." So here he's saying that he actually feels guilty for letting his fans down just because he hasn't been dropping consistently music. He said he was supposed to turn up this summer, which is likely also referring to the collaborative tape with Southside, for example. We've gotten that Distraction single, which never received a follow-up for it. So this is, you can already tell he's kind of going in a weird direction, feeling guilty about it and stuff like that. Then he on top of that said, "On top of that, I got real crack. Like, I've been getting back in my bag and I've been so eager for y'all to hear this stuff." So he's then saying, like, okay, I might not have been the most active, but I got some heat coming up. He's been working again, getting back in his bag. Personally, I've talked about Polo G a lot on this channel already. Hall of Fame 2.0 wasn't really my favorite record, so I'm hoping he got something, to kind of get back in there. And the last of the three tweets he composed in the span of 3 minutes was, "I promise you though, for all the people who truly F with me and been rocking with me, I'm gonna make this up to y'all, I promise." So here he's giving us the promise. He's going to make it up. He's going to drop more music, going to get more consistent and drop better music than maybe for the past couple of months or years. But I got to say, Distraction was actually pretty good. I really like Distraction, and I think that kind of just cemented his spot as like just someone that can drop solid songs. So people already took this and they were like, okay, he feels guilty for not being so active. That's kind of a weird position for an artist to be in, where he's like, yo, I'm sorry that I didn't drop music. Usually, you can solve this by dropping music. It's simple as it sounds, but as he said, if he got some songs, he can just drop them. But apparently, that's not as easy for him, because the other day, about 3 days ago, he went on his Instagram story to share this. He said, "I was supposed to be dropping my album August 12th for Bronin birthday," which is this upcoming Friday, August 12th. "But since stuff ain't go as planned, I'ma still drop some for y'all that day. Not even no single though, just some to feed the streets." So here he's saying he wanted to drop an album on, this upcoming Friday, which is in 2 days, which is actually pretty big. We didn't know about this. We also don't know if this is the Southside collab tape, the so-called Northside tape, or if this is actually just another solo album from him. But either way, it would have been dope. But, he said that stuff ain't go as planned, and also that he's dropping something this Friday, which is the big news, but also it's not even going to be a single. It's just going to be something that, to feed the streets, that he said. Likely it's going to be some YouTube exclusive or something like that. Maybe like a little documentary, whatever he got going on, be on the lookout for that. But it's not going to be a song. So there's something going on with him releasing music, and this is a really complicated situation with Columbia. He's had some troubles with them in the past, but apparently now it's gotten to the point where he wasn't able to drop the album that he wanted to drop, and also he can't even just drop a single to work against this feeling of guilt he has for being inconsistent, because as I said, the easiest way for him to get out of that spot of not being out there, not turning up the summer that he promised his fans he would just to be drop a single. Even if it's not the full album, just give us something to hold us over. That would be the best move to get out of that rut and out of that spot. But apparently he also can't do that. So something is going on with him in Colombia, and a lot of people are now also making assumptions as to what could be going on. For example, there's this discussion on his subreddit where one user just a day ago, he opened up the discussion of, do y'all think the current situation with Colombia will make Polo go independent after after his deal is over. And a lot of people, got some thoughts on this. And I didn't particularly like the way that this discussion was formulated, because it's like either he stays with his deal and he stays under the command of Columbia, or he goes independent, as if going independent is the only other route that he could go. There's other labels, there's different contracts with labels that could be a best compromise. But a lot of people have some stuff to say. I just want to read y'all a couple, because it's interesting to see what people are saying about this. One user said the exact same thing I just said, which is he's valuable. Any label will pay him huge money to have creative freedom, so he just got to switch to the right one. So that is him switching labels. Another one also doubled down on this and says maybe his fan base is stronger than people think, but he might just do a different label, like a distributor deal, something like Empire. I don't think that'll go in the direction of like an Empire distributor deal, but something like this. As I said, a best compromise. Then I think the best answer to this was, nah, Columbia will not let Polo go anywhere. Plus, Columbia can make top Billboard hits, even though it's not like independent artists can't have Billboard hits. They will probably negotiate a new contract and let Polo have a lot more leeway in when he drops and creativity. And all of this delay and pushback, Columbia is wanting Polo to be a huge star in the rap industry, but their marketing/reasons is idiotic at this point. So I guess this is the best differentiated answer you can give to this. They're likely going to negotiate a new deal because they don't want to let Polo G go, because he's such a big name, obviously, and of course they want him to be successful, but maybe they just have something going on behind the scenes that they don't want him to drop just now, because maybe there's a better opportunity around the corner. But I guess Polo knows his fans better and knows what they want, so that's kind of the situation where he's in. Another user just said he should go independent. I guess that's like the easy way to put it, but that is of course also a possibility that should not be left out, because Polo is in a spot where he would definitely lose a lot of the mainstream appeal, just because he doesn't have the same budget and the same connections to get big advertising deals and stuff like that. But he would supply the fans with more consistent and better music if he goes independent. So those are the two ways that it could really go. But this is a very broad discussion. We don't know all the details of what's going on. But the interesting part is that Polo G was supposed to drop an album this Friday. He's going to drop something. We're going to have to see what it is. But there's something going on with this label in him that we're going to get behind, even more, I think, once we learn more details about this. Maybe once Friday comes around, maybe once we get closer to the new album. So that's my thoughts on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. Which route do you think Polo G is going? Is he going independent, new deal, new label? What is he going to choose? Those three options are the ones that we discussed. Also, what do you think it is this Friday that he's dropping? If it's not an album, not a single, what could it be? All of your thoughts and theories on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.